Alrighty, Bob, can you guys hear me pretty well? Let me know if you guys can hear, and we'll get started. Alrighty, guys, I'm still waiting for news. Didn't hear any news yet. Just the news that there might be a trade truce. Obviously, the market wants something much more than that. Dow's up 500 points now. We might see the Dow get up to 274. Still another 500 point climb possible. He's meeting with the vice premier at around, I think, 245, they said, right? Diamond's just in breakout momentum the entire time here. Might be able to jump into a day trade on it. But I think what's most important here is that we start looking for some trades for next week instead of finagling here with trying to find a day trade the last hour here. I think what we're going to look at is some day trades for next week's expo. Let's bring up the 6-month daily and let's go through our watch list here. I'd like you guys to make a watch list and tell me which. I'm going to give you guys a list of them. I want you to write them down on your notepad or in your notebook, and then at the end here, I want us to all of us analyze them and go over the best one that we want to make for next week's expo. So here we go. Let's start American Airlines, and we'll go down the watch list alphabetically here. Apple's looking great. That had a nice breakout above that 225 resistance we were talking about a few days ago, a week ago. AMD is finally getting a pop there. That's looking really good. Possibly up to 33. Amazon's another one with a truce. If we have a truce, obviously I think Amazon's going to have a huge climb. Let me write that one down. Alrighty, so what we're going to look at, Amazon. AMD didn't look bad. We could write that down. Amazon, AMD. Bob might get up to 180. We could certainly look at it, Baba. Again, what we're doing now is looking for some trade setups for next week's expo. BKNG is getting right up to the target. Remember, we put this for the end date. think October 18th or something. Not sure. Came right down to the channel, right down to support, climbing. But Booking's one of those ones. If I trade Booking, I'd rather go with Expedia. Banks are looking pretty good. Chipotle's having a nice run. Cisco's not doing too much today. Big candles though. We could look at Cisco as well. CSCO. I'll write that down. Disney might be ready for a pop. Write that down. All right, guys, are you writing down these symbols? Because then we're going to look at them, analyze, see what's the best to breed here. Expedia is looking fantastic. Alrighty, Facebook's also another one that's looking good. We have the 1020 cross coming up, the MACD. Facebook is a solid one we're going to look at for next week. That's number one so far on my list. Let's continue to go down the line here. That's going to get up to 190 to 195 really quick in my opinion. Let's continue to go down. G is not looking bad for a possible swing. Google finally broke above the 10, 20, and 50 SMA. Groupon looks really great right here, guys. GRPN. That might be one to buy and hold in your account and sell some covered calls against it. J&J looks like it wants to climb there. I'd look for it to break 133 to enter into a possible J&J trade. JP Morgan's looking great, 120 next target resistance. Macy's isn't bad for the holidays, especially with a China trade deal. A lot of their stuff's from China. MasterCard, not bad. Jay, are you still in that Microsoft trade you were talking about when you were at the house? That worked out well for you, I'm glad. Minaj Sheets said, look at HD and Walmart. We'll take a look at those. Nike's having a nice, really nice climb on Nike. Get this remote. Nike adjusted for those tariffs, if you remember, on their last quarterly earnings announcement. So that's really great news for Nike. Nvidia is still looking like a hell of a trade as well. I got some really nice setups on this watch list that I'm creating now. The notepad, notebook. Let's see, Pinterest. Pinterest has some room to run, but not my type of trade. Qualcomm definitely has some long-term growth there. Alrighty, guys. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you guys the list in the trade room that I have written down on my notepad here. And I want you guys to go over them and tell me which one you like best out of these. Let's see. Minaj said he wants to take a look at HD and Walmart. Let's take a look at HD and Walmart quick. HD is looking great. I would say 250 target profit area around Christmas, end of November, Christmas. I'd say it gets up to 250. So when stock's at its all-time high, it's really tough to, for me personally, because I'm a momentum trader. I like this. It looks great here. But I'd look at something like the November 15th or the December 20th monthly expo for HD. Walmart, this is looking good as well. We could jump into some calls, especially into the holiday season for Walmart. And I'm writing that down on the list as well because I do like Walmart here. That could be 125 by, the November monthly expo. Let's see there. Dilip Ravan Shankar. Dave, can we look at TTD? Sure, we can take a look there. TTD. Trade desk. First off. Alrighty. Let's see. TTD, not bad here. I'd look at 230 as the next resistance area. You have some shorter term right around 215, but I'd look at 230. So if you're jumping into the trade desk, I'd look at something like the December 20th expo. Let's take a look at the option chain here. The trade desk, TTD, November 15th. That's not bad, but you're only going to make 100% return if it gets up to 230. So obviously with that said, you guys know what I like. I'd probably do something, and this is actually a really great idea for a paycheck. Do the October 18th. You could do something like the 202.5, 205, $1.05. Guys, the nice thing about this, it only costs $105 a contract, and it's going to make you around 140% return. I don't know where people put. Let me get a calculator here. Everyone takes them from my desk. One second. Alrighty, so $1.05. So let's see, 2.5, divide that by 1.05. That's 138.10% return. That's not bad. 138% return. If you get it for $1, it's 150% return. So who was it that asked about this? Dilip Ravan Shankar. This is what I would do with TTD if it were me, because I do see it breaking out. It's a nice setup. You have base support right at 180 a share. It's climbing off of that. You got the confirmed green candle with the body above the 1020 SMA. You have the MACD confirmation. And like I said, you have your target, resistance, and your support areas. So your stop is going to be candle below the, I would use the 10 SMA, but that's so far away at 190 a share. I'd use 195 as a stop. So 195 or below, that's my stop, and your target is going to be 230 a share. And if you want, I would go with either the October 18th or November 15th expo. The October 18th, this one's fine. This is great. Guys, if you want a good trade, that's a good trade setup right there. The October 18th, 202.50, 205 vertical bull call spread for the trade desk. Alrighty? I'll write that in here as well. Trade idea, 202.50, 205.00. Call spread for October 18th expo at 105. All right, so there's that for you, Dilip Ravishankar. I drove a Zamboni. A lot of chatter on FireEye. Let's take a look. FEYE. That's a really nice chart setup. $16 next. Obvious resistance. Let's move out a little bit here. FireEye's looking really good there. You got the 1020 cross confirmed on the MACD. That's a nice setup there. Not bad. If it were me looking at this, let's take a look at the option chain here, see what the options are looking like. I want to go over my list here quick. It's already 3 o'clock. Okay, so I would look at I'd probably go out to November 15th. 15 strike $1, so at 17 you have a double. So do you think it's going to be $17 a share by November 15th? There's a good chance. That's resistance. So what I would do with FireEye, if you were asking me, guys, and I want you to know, these trade ideas, I'm just going off the charts that you guys are given. If I like the chart, I'll give you a trade idea. If I don't like the chart, I'm not giving a trade idea. So this one here, I like the... All right, and John Russell, Apple today, Expo calls are coming in. Let's take a look at Apple quick for Mr. John Russell, AAPL. Apple's looking great. I mean, this is what, at new all-time highs here. I mean, she's just continuing to run. As I said, I love the quality of Apple. I love their products, but I'm not a fan of their stock. I'm really not. It's just... you know, I honestly don't think they're being innovative anymore. I think, yeah, they have a great product, you know. I mean, their phones are the best cameras out there on the market. But you really think people are going to pay $1,100 every single year to keep upgrading if there's no new technology? And I don't think that's going to be the case. So I'm going to stay away from Apple for right now. It's been in breakout momentum since... July, since June of, this year, even May. So I'm going to stay away from that for a bit, especially ahead of the China trade deal. Now, guys, in the trade room, I'm going to give you my watch list here that I just went over. Here are the top stocks that I like for a bullish trade. Amazon, AMD, Now, I want you guys to put these stocks on your watch list. From where they are now, I bet you they're going to have a nice run from where they're at. Alrighty, there's the watch list, guys. I just typed it in the trade room at thesantorelliexchange.com, so go in the live trade room. You can take a look at those. Now, there's no news yet on the China trade deal, but I would like to get into something for first things first. Let me get rid of this. October 11th. Alrighty, keep it open. The NVIDIA 182.50, 185 vertical spread for October 18th. NVIDIA 187.50, 190 spread for next week. Dallas Delta Airlines October 18th, 53 strike call. I'm going to keep those open. They're up around 4%. ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch, they're up 33%. The October 18th, 15 straight call. And that's about it for right now, guys. I would love to make another trade here for next week's Expo. I think we're going to have a nice, no problem, Dilip. I think we're going to have a great trading week next week. I'd love to jump into something ahead of whatever happens with China and the U.S., but I really do love Facebook here. I think Facebook has plenty of room to run. I think I'm going to send out a trade alert on Facebook now to our members. I think some regular calls are the best way to go. Alrighty, I'm going to send out this trade to members now. Where is it? Here we go. Guys, I'm typing out the trade alert right now. So just give me a sec. Resistance. Alrighty, guys, here is the trade. I just am sending out the trade alert right now. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, great. Sent that out. Let's see, make sure that's right. 1018 185. Alrighty, guys, just sent a trade alert out. New trade alert has been sent out, email and notified. Great, I think that's filled. Great. Alrighty, guys, just finished that trade. Let me go in the trade room now. See what's going on there. Guys, isn't it weird to see or to think that we're near new all-time highs, even though, like, it's just, I don't know, it just feels awkward to me. Am I the only one that feels that way? It doesn't feel like the market's ready for new highs. Who brought up that BMY the other day or today? I'm not sure when it was. It was either yesterday or today. Someone brought up Bristol Myers in the chat. That is looking good. And as you can see at the bottom here, Bristol Myers Squibb option alert. October 18th, 52 strike call, 1,000 of them at 54 and 0.1 cent. So $54,000 trade coming in on Bristol Myers for the 52 strike call for the October 18th expo. There's some put options coming in for Apple, the 235 put sweep. You guys shouldn't have lost me. I'm here. Guys, that's really just about it for the day. Made that trade on Facebook, holding the video, pretty heavy into the calls and spreads into next week. But we've seen how the market reacted to the possible trade truce with China. So that's why I initiated those calls, and I'm adding to those Facebook calls. I just entered into the 185. This is what I got. I entered into the 185 straight calls. Here's the exact trade I just got. A 185. And I paid, I think, $294 contract for it. I like that, though. Look at how cheap they are. $3. That means, 5, 6, 7, 8. At 191, you have 100% return. One more day like today, and you have 120% return plus. So do I think that's going to happen? Well, if the market popped this much and we still don't have news of the trade deal or not, just imagine what the markets are going to do after market hours once Trump says if we have a trade deal or not. So if we do have that trade deal, I'm expecting a huge week next week and continue to break out to new highs. If it's a trade truce, we might get a little pop and then some sideways action, but it's better than no deal. So that's what I just made, guys. I just entered that. Look at GLW. Zamboni asks. Let's take a look. GLW. Base support right at around $27 a share. Gonna be looking at $30. That's short term though. And we have a little bit more at 31 and 33. Not bad. Are you trading that, Zamboni? You guys, you don't need to make big trades. Like that Facebook trade, if you make 2 contracts, that trade's going to cost you, what, $590? And out of that $590, you could easily make $500 off of that. So you don't have to trade large, and risk your whole account and devastate your account. I like how Bob posted there in the trade room that he got 2 contracts of that. That's nicely done, Bob. Account management's really important. Yes, Jay, I also got the 187.50 calls earlier. I got the 187.50 calls in Sophia's account. No, Angay, no text alert, just email. The text platform's down, a lot of problems with that, so that's why we're doing the notifications. Zamboni says yes, as well as FireEye doing well on both. Great job. Nice job. Those are nice chart setups, Zamboni. Congrats and good luck with those. That's not bad, Vinny. Good job. Guys, NVIDIA really looks like that's going to get up to, above 193, 194 as well. I bet you next week that's going to be above 194. And the nice thing about that, NVIDIA options are so cheap. So cheap. The spreads are the best thing to do. Look at the option activity. Look at the open interest and the total volume on NVIDIA calls versus the spreads. Unbelievable. Tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of contracts, the calls versus, tens of thousands of the puts. Not bad. That's nice, Bob. Bob, then get rid of that.
Amarin says that the new cash dividend will be up 4.2% to 49.5 cents per share.
Your max gain is with Amazon above 17.5. The stock's at 17.43 right now. If I were you, I'd get the hell out of that. Lock in your profit, because if he does tweet something just like you announced, if he does tweet something, you're going to lose your money on that. You could here, Bob. Let me show you something really quick. AMZN. Buy to close, sell to close. This is how you're going to close your trade, right? Let's just say you have that. Expiration October 11th, and you said you have the 1717.5, and then the 1715, right? Yep. All right, Bob, you could get $2.45 for that right now. I'd put in a net credit. I'd go like this, 2.45, and if it doesn't take that, I'd even drop down to 2.4. That's fine with me. But you should easily be able to get 2.45 for that. You know, you could put in 2.4. It'll probably sell it for more for you, but 2.45, that's not bad. You're only missing out on 5 cents a contract. That's nothing. All right, good job. He just said he sold it at 245. Nice job, Bob. What'd you pay for that spread? What was your opening price for that? You sold it for 245. You opened it at... What'd you pay? He said he paid... Yes, but what did you pay for it when you bought that trade? You said you bought it yesterday at the close. What'd you pay for it? Oh, $1.41. Okay, so $1.41, 2.45 divided by 1.41. Bob, you just made a 73.5. I'm sorry, a 73.76% return. Not bad. Nice job, Bob. Nice job. That is a great week this week, guys. Really looking forward to next week as well. Put this on mute a second here. I'm going to go get a drink. If you guys have any questions, please comment and I'll answer them as soon as I get back. Nice job on that, Dave. Dave Foster bought one call on Apple. He got the 266 strike call on Monday for
U.S. Captain said
$3.38.
trade tensions are like sand in the gears for global growth, which is
Sold for
and the United States is not
$9.45. That's a huge return of 9.45. Divide that by 3.38. That's 179.59% return. Great job, Dave Foster. Well done. Yeah, Bob, I hear you. It was a tough week. Me? I'd love to take a trip. I need a vacation. The stress this week, not from anything here, but the stress with family. Let's see here. $27 seconds left. Fed's Kaplan says trade tensions are sand in the gears for global growth, which is slowing. U.S. is not immune. And I agree. That's why we need this trade deal. Anything else you guys want to take a look at here? Last 25 minutes.
phase one deal with China.
Guys, breaking news. Trump has just announced they come to a trade deal with China. Stage one. I'm going to buy some calls here on TD.
Trump says it will take up to 5 weeks to get the deal written.
Take up to 5 weeks to get the deal written. Let's see, Diane, what are we doing here? Let's see what we can do. We got 20 minutes.
On intellectual property, financial services, and big ag purchases. President Trump says China has agreed to make $40 to $50 billion purchase in agriculture goods.
I just bought and sold those diamond calls so quick, guys. Wow. Guys, jump in. Now's the time. I'm telling you, I just picked up the 270 strike calls for 21 cents. I just sold it for 30 cents. That was a quick 50% return right there. I should have made a larger trade. I only did 20 contracts quick. But, guys, this is the place to do it. Diamond, October 11th. Take a look what these are at right now. 270 strikes are now at 37 cents. 33 by 37 and climbing, guys. This is an easy day trade. You got 20 minutes left. I think we should continue to see a climb here. A little bit of a climb anyway. Nice setup there for if you wanted to do day trade. I just made that day trade. I am in, out, and I'm happy. Nicely done.
President Trump says structural ag issues have...
Listen to this. I'm going to leave this open for you guys. They're going to start announcing the terms. Again, this is just phase one. Like I said, I'm not too happy with a trade truce, basically. But it's all right.
President Trump says they've also agreed on currency and foreign exchange issues. Secretary of Treasury Mnuchin now says we have also a almost complete agreement on financial services. Secretary Mnuchin goes on to say we have an agreement on transparency in foreign exchanges. Trump says we have made progress on technology transfer, but we'll do more of that in phase two.
Phase two now.
Stripe now says they will also exit Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency.
Look at the price now going almost 40 cents a contract.
President Trump says we will start negotiating phase two after phase one is signed, and there may also be a phase three. Fed's Kaplan now says that banks are also holding more reserves because of capital requirements, and that the big change in needs for reserves is dramatic increase in treasury insurance that takes liquidity out of the system. President Trump also says this will be great for both countries. eBay, EBAY, now says at this time they are focused on rolling out eBay's managed payments experience for all customers. PG&E, ticker PCG, now saying they're reporting Friday here at about noon Eastern Standard Time that approximately 543 customers have been impacted. Positive direction in the U.S.-China economic relationship. Says we have made substantial progress in many fields and we will continue to make efforts.
Facebook pulling back a
Secretary
little bit here
Mnuchin
as
says
well.
The president has approved not implementing the tariffs that were to go in place on Tuesday.
Not implementing the tariffs. Facebook pulled back a little bit. I read
President
some
Trump
articles
says we are
that
very close to
PayPal's
ending the
pulling
trade
out of
war.
the Libra cryptocurrency deal with Facebook. Wow, there's such huge possible trade opportunities here. I jumped in that quick day trade buying those calls 270 at, I forget what I paid, 23, 24 cents, sold it at 30. I might have paid 20 cents. Now I'm really thinking about jumping in some puts here, and you got some support around 268.50 on the Diamond ETF. Then again, there's only 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left of the day. Ready to go for next week. Guys, make sure you take this weekend and take a look at those symbols I gave you in the trade room. I'm going to be analyzing those after the market here, and I'm going to probably find my top 3 I'm going to focus on for next week.
U.S. Trade Rep Lighthizer now says we will have an elaborate consultation process for enforcement, and we are down to final details on what happens if there is no resolution. President Trump now says we have agreed in principle to all of this, but it still needs to be papered. President Trump says we will do a formal signing with Xi, but that could happen in Chile at the APEC summit. Lighthizer now says we are not dealing with Huawei in this agreement. President Trump says he has not brought up Biden in these talks, and China can do whatever it wants on Biden. President Trump now says he does not think the deal will fall apart over the next few weeks, though there is a possibility it will.
You guys hear that? There's a possibility the deal will fall apart. Unbelievable. That's causing a larger sell-off now. These people have no idea what they're doing.
Mnuchin says that we have a fundamental understanding on the key issues, but there is more work to do, and that we will not sign an agreement until it is on paper. Mnuchin says that Liu has to go back and do more work in China.
Well, guys, 4 minutes left in the day. It was a good session, good week. This weekend, what I'm going to do is focus more on doing these videos. I want to figure out a way to put some watch list on the side here, along with our official trades. And like I said, once I get that done, I'm going to be switching over to Vimeo and plugging this into the website.
Ticker MC now is said to exit Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency now.
MasterCard's exiting their cryptocurrency as well. Facebook's.
President Trump has not made a decision about the tariffs that are subject to go into effect in December.
Facebook pulling back quite a bit on that news. About $2, $1.50.
Trade rep Lighthizer says only the tariffs scheduled to rise on Tuesday have been suspended.
One minute left, and markets are still heading lower here.
President Trump says it was a false rumor that the U.S. was going to close universities to Chinese students. He wants them to come here.
Further tick slower here into the end of the day. 268. We just dropped about 100 points in the matter of 15 minutes. Not too bad, but nothing to be proud of here. There we go, guys. 4 o'clock on Wall Street. Great week this week, guys. I'm really looking forward to next week trading with you guys, seeing what's going on.
Treasury Secretary Mnuchin now says that we will be evaluating whether to rescind the currency manipulation designation on China. Dow Jones now unofficially closing up 317 points here, or 1.2%. S&P following suit, closing up 1.06%.
Ulta looking great there
And
as well
Nasdaq
for
leading the way,
possible
closing
trade
up
on Monday.
1.3% here.
Guys, I just want to wish you guys a really great weekend, and if you guys enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share on social media, and I will see you guys next week. If you guys want, if you are interested in a class, just comment below. I'll see if there's enough interest for a class and we could possibly do one of those, and I will see you guys on Monday. Take care, guys, and have a great day. Ryan, you said I was extremely quiet there. I was just listening. You know, it's really important to listen in and see what's going on with the market, especially with the China trade deal. You know, you had to listen there. Alrighty, guys, take care, and we will see you on Monday. Good night, guys. God bless.